Hello, testing 1, 2, 3. So just a quick session. Don't know if anyone's going to join. But I'd give it a go anyway, just in case. I'm just trying some new things with the chat again. So hopefully you can see this is a picture on that I put up. It's from Eden, and I started this yesterday. But luckily, I joined a live stream yesterday and went on to something else, but I thought I'd come back to it. So I have a few pens here. I have too many pens here. I'm sure I had an O2, but I can't seem to find it. Oh yeah, there it is. I've got this on my screen down here as well. Hi Matthew. So just get in shot there. So this is just a scene from the Eden project. We were there the other day down in Cornwall, and I took this photo. This was in the Mediterranean biome, and I thought I'd give it a go just because I quite liked all the colours really. They had the Christmas lights on. So I'm not trying to reproduce it exactly, but because actually it's quite complicated. This pen doesn't seem to be working very well. But I will give it a good effort. Feel free to ask any questions. I've got the chat open so I can see the chat. It's actually lashing down here, the rain. I'm surprised it can't be heard on the microphone. I don't actually know where this. I sort of haven't done this very accurately, so I don't know what lines I'm following here. It's more I just want to sort of get this outline and then put some colour on. Got two pots here. There's a sort of a wall in the background. You can see going across there. Yeah, what leaf is that? I don't even know which leaf I'm doing here. Oh yeah, I can see it now. There was some method in my madness then, I think, yesterday. Yeah, there's all sorts of things going on down here. Which leaf is this? This is halfway up the page here. I didn't actually send this. I didn't send this notification out to subscribers. I just thought I'd go live. Because I've been trying out some of the chat features on this software. I know a lot of artists and designers. I think they struggle a bit with the doing sort of these demos because you can't use you haven't got as many features when you just use the phone. So I'm running this through OBS software. It's so much easier. I'm just going to try something here. Yes, that worked. Good. So this is the big leaf, and then these background lines are part of the biomes. This one you can sort of see in the background. A lot of these are just tricks of the light as well. Which I'm going to try and recreate. Probably won't get onto all that today, but it will appear on my thread, on my notes, or in one of my newsletters. I sort of show all my work really, so yeah, if you're interested in seeing the finished piece, it will be available to view. So some sort of curved leaves here, and then a bit of don't quite know what's going on down here. Can't really see this very clear with the light. Tricks of the light. What have we got here? We've got I think this is the main stalk. Let's put some of these girders in. Girders of Eden. This pen isn't very good. I'm just going to change that to a number 4, a little bit wider. That's better. So there's actually more going on in the background here, but I'm not going to try and get everything in. Okay. about some of these pencil marks. I haven't gone over that one. Hi, Alessandro. Thanks for joining. Just doing a little bit of trial and error here. Don't quite know how it's going to work, but we'll see. I chose this picture because I liked the light. And if any of you know the UK, it's the Eden Project. It's from the pictures from the Eden Project in Cornwall. So I was there the other night listening to my wife singing in the choir. Oh, my reference picture's gone off. There we go. She's in a choir, sing Truro and sing Falmouth and sing Helston. And they were there doing a set. So we happened to have free tickets. What is that line there? I don't actually know what I've done here. Oh, yeah, I'll show you. So I don't know if you can see my mouse, but basically this is a different plant, this colour here. So these are like the ferns, or no, this is like a fern, and this is like a banana plant. Anyway, the idea isn't to try and make it exact. It's more to do with the I just like the whole look of the colours on there, really. Just need to try something, Alessandro, with your oh yes, it does work. And there is a rotation. So what do you mean? That's a rotation. A rotation. Do you mean of the leaf? I'm guessing. I don't know. No, that doesn't help, I'm afraid. I'd love to know what you're saying, but I'm guessing that's Italian. I certainly don't speak Italian. Sorry. So really, this is all just about trial, and I just wanted to try this sketch live. I don't particularly want to soak it in watercolour. Oh, I see. Right, right. I get that. The system's doing a translation. Right. Ah, okay. That's clever. Is Substack doing that? I didn't realise it could do that. I saw. Well, this is what. This is. Let me just show you what is there. There is a rotation there, and then your Italian. Sorry, but the system do translation. Did you read now? Yeah, I can read all your messages definitely. I'm not quite sure what you mean. I thought you. I think you're meaning the leaf rotation. Sort of here. These are all sort of bends in the leaf. But what I want to try and do is utilise some of my lovely neo colours to get some of these colours. So I have these near colours and a tiny bit of water. So I'm going to try and let me just get my water out. I'm not even using clean water. That's terrible, isn't it? So it's like magenta, a very bright green. I think this might be too bright. I'm just going to try a couple of these on here. That's quite a good one. So these are near colours too. The trouble is, if you make all this too wet, lime green, if you make it too wet, you then have to allow it to dry. So this is like the lime green. So I'm going to start light, and if I do need to put some more pen over the top, I'm going to have to wet these on the page really. Let's just have a look. What have we got? Bright green. So I've got all my colour charts up on the wall. Yellow, green. That's quite a good one for this. What else? We've got some carmine, which is like a magenta. So what I tend to do with these, I tend to this is just like a plastic chopping board. Oh, okay. Yeah, and Twitch. I do have a Twitch account. I haven't really used it. I've only been doing these Substack lives for about a year. They're all on if you subscribe to my newsletter, they're all there. You can see them. I've got a contents page that you can look at with videos. Some of them are better than others. But I've looked at Twitch, but then Substack actually bought the feature in themselves. So I'm just going to wipe this down a bit. To be honest, it's all the wrong colours. The situation in Substack. Well, what for streaming? Well, there's lots of ways you can. Well, I say lots of ways. There isn't actually, because I do prefer the meeting, to be honest, like a Zoom meeting. But I don't make lots of money. I don't do my art for money. I just do it for pleasure. And I didn't really want to pay for Zoom to have meetings of an hour or so. I mean, they're very good. I do prefer to interact with people with the camera. So Substack offer the live stream service. I think you have to have some subscribers, but it's nowhere near like YouTube with thousands. So you don't need thousands of subscribers. I do have some paying subscribers, and I don't put on paywalls, but I just do these live streams for live chat. Yeah, this is the stream and the chat, so I can see the chat thread. I'm using some extra software called OBS Studio, and that's why in your scene you can see me in the little corner, which is from my Mac, and I can also put the images in this scene as well. So it's like a broadcasting software. Whereas if I was just to use Substack, it wouldn't be quite as slick as this. I'd have to twist the camera around. You know, my camera's mounted above here, but I've also got my computer running into the OBS software. So I can sort of do both, and I can do that. I can change the scene. So that's just changing the scene in the OBS software. And most of the creators aren't doing this at the moment. They're not using OBS software. So this is my iMac computer, and the camera now is directly looking at me. Whereas when I'm looking at the desk there, I'm turning away from the camera. But I can change the scene again. Yeah, so I've cleaned that, and I'm just going to my source picture's gone off again. Oh, you use OBS, yeah. So you can use OBS with Substack once you know what you're doing. Just get a little bit fiddly, but yeah, it's very good, to be honest. I quite like it. So I know some people struggle trying to do this with all the chat, but I've got the chat that I can see in the OBS software. Hi B. So the good thing I like about this is you can sort of mess about with the colour a bit and just wet it down. I mean, if you put too much on it, obviously it can ruin your pens and things. So I'm not going to soak it, and I'm not going to cake this on. I want to sort of work on this and just build up the layers a little bit. It'll probably get very dark. Yeah, I can't quite figure out what lines I've Might need a couple more lines here. But this is only it's only a sketchbook, so it is it's not, you know, quality watercolor paper. See, the other thing, you can just put these on dry and blend them. So I will it's a bit of trial and error, really. I just quite like the colours. There's a lot of people doing live chats like this. I find it's quite lonely. I've said before in some of the other things I do, unless people like yourself join in, it can be quite lonely just doing a live stream. You can see people are there and you can see the numbers build, but there's not much interaction. There's no chatting. You know, I do like the meeting format like Zoom. I have to say, but I don't like the idea of paying when I don't make any money. Well, not enough to be paying Zoom anyway. But yeah, if you need any help, because it is quite tricky to set up, I've got absolutely no problem helping people out. If you just reach out to me through Substack, I don't have a problem showing you some of the settings and how you can do this. You know, I use Social Stream Ninja, so Substack chat. If you use the actual phone, you can't see the chat. You have to put the link into a web browser. But what I've done is I'm able to do that and show these things on screen like that. I can pick out things, you know, in the replay like that, for example, and I do that through a package that links to OBS called Social Stream Ninja. It's free as well. So you sort of get the benefits of the chat as well, which you wouldn't normally get with Substack. So if that helps, but yeah, just reach out if you want some help. I mean, there's plenty of YouTube videos, but you know, I've literally done it and gone through the pain. So I don't mind helping other people, and you know, I won't be charging, so you don't have to worry about that. Yes, I have a YouTube channel as well. I've only sort of recently started that, to be honest. So I'm quite new to all this. I don't know if I'll make money out of doing this or not, but I enjoy it. So I do it really just for the fun. I've got my Neocolours here. I've got I was lucky enough to get a complete large set for my birthday, and I have the chart on the wall. One of my videos on Substack was the swatching of the Neo colours. You can, if you want to look at that, royal blue. So I'm going to put. I mean, if I was on watercolor paper, I'd sort of do bigger washes, I think, but I'm not. So I'm just going to put down some light marks to try and mimic this art, this picture. And I know I will probably get bored of doing this, and I'll come back to it because the paper will get too wet, and that's what happens. But I love just messing about with colour. Oh, thank you. Some of the videos are the same as on here. They automatically. So if you create videos on Substack, they do automatically. You can set it so you can upload them to YouTube once you link the account. So they are very similar. So all my stuff is here on Substack. This is the sort of platform that I've. I mean, I was going to say pledge my allegiance to, but it's nothing quite so serious as that. I just quite like it. I quite like the community. I quite like the community here. So I'm just looking at my wall chart here. So I tend to use Substack more than all the social media platforms. What screen I'm looking for? Where are you? Here we are. It can all become just a little bit too much with all this social media, and I'm not really chasing. Anything here. I might do in the future, but I'm not trying to chase payment and earn tons of money. Of course, I'd like to, but I don't think I've got the stamina or the inclination to be doing all that. You have to put quite a lot of time and effort in, I think, to build a following, and Oh, thank you, appreciate that. Did you have a look at my gallery? My gallery is in Substack. If you sort of find my contents link page, you'll see I put most of my pictures up there, you see. I've got quite a large gallery now. Yeah, do you subscribe? I have free free subscriptions. You don't have to pay. I mean, you can pay if you want to, but that way, obviously, you get an email of my stuff. Following's a little bit hit and miss, I think, as to what you will see and what you don't see. I'm doing this quite lightly, really, because I don't want to soak the page with colour. Although saying that, I don't want to soak the page with colour. I'm just bringing out the big boys, and I'm going to soak the page, with colour. But yeah, I don't want. What I mean is, I don't want to soak the paper. I sort of want to just. I do want a lot of colour on here, but I want it to be subtle. That's probably too big, that one. Let's go for the slightly smaller one. And I want to build up the layers, really. So that's my intention. So I'm not really sure how this is all going to work out, but you know, that's part of the fun in doing this stuff. Hi, got some new people joined. Hello, Jan C, and Kelly Smith. Thank you for joining. Late to the party here. I didn't really email everyone. I didn't email my subscribers. I sometimes think you can just get a bit emailed out sometimes. So but my intention, this is sort of what I want to try and achieve here. With these new colours, hi everyone, I'll have a look at your channel, Alessandro, as well. So the good thing with this software is you can do things like this. Look, so you can do things like that. You can do things like this. You can turn that off. You can turn it back on. So I quite like the OBS software, and recommend anyone that's doing any art and live streams and stuff like that, trying to just use your phone. I recommend getting the OBS software and setting it up on your system, definitely, because it is so good. But my intention is to build up this scene, and I might end up ruining it, of course, but I'll try not to. But at some point I'm going to have to stop because the water will wet the page too much. Which plugin? Oh, the plugin is called. Well, it's not actually a plugin. It's what's it called? Social Stream Ninja, I think. Hang on, let me just have a look. Yeah, Social Stream Ninja, and then they obviously have different versions. It's a free bit of software that integrates with OBS. Social Stream Ninja. Again, if you want any help with that, yes, Stream, yes, Social Stream Ninja. I'll see if I can type it in. Actually, I don't know if I actually can do that. Let me just have a look. Social Stream. Yeah, there we go. Social Stream Ninja. And it integrates. If you do know OBS software, you can you'll know that you can add browsers and things like that, which is how you can add images, browsers, website prompts, stuff like that. You can put different scenes, which is how I've done that. So all I'm doing there is just changing the scene, and I can go to the overhead scene, or I can go to the my Mac scene, and right, I want to get some orange in here now. Apricots. So I'm just trying some things out here. I don't know how all this is going to come together, but at some point it's going to get quite dark. I'll put some contrast in. But I just love this picture, really. I was really inspired by the Eden project. So if you are subscribers, then do have a look at was it my recent newsletter? Sorry, let me just see. Have a look at this because I put some videos in here. I'm gonna just take a. I'm just going to take a minute and put a link in the chat. I think that's what I'm going to try and do. Inside the Eden Project, it's called. So there's a couple of videos in there, and inside the Eden, mind you won't be able to do much with that. Inside the Eden Project, a couple of videos in there, lots of good pictures, which are quite inspirational. So yeah, this is what sort of prompted me to have a go at this image, which I'm struggling a bit with actually because I need to get some contrast on here, and that's not pointed enough. Greyish black. Let's see how that looks. So I do intend to try and make this quite heavy and detailed. It's just starting to lose control of it a little bit, so it might be a good time to stop and walk away. Just while it all dries and the paper settles down again. So, well, but I won't distract you from your work. That's okay. It's not a problem. I'm really just playing. It's sometimes I don't really have a plan. That's probably not a good thing to admit. You hear a lot of experienced artists, have plans and things, and um, do contrast studies, and I mean, this isn't a big piece. It's just, like I say, I'm just playing a little bit, really. I do like the pen side of things though as well. See, these near colours, they're a little bit, they do have a point to them, but they've worn down a little bit. Um, and when you wet them, they tend to go quite bold. But yeah, we'll see what happens. It's work in progress, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's the best way, playing and exploring, definitely. It's very easy to try and create, you know, Instagram ready work, um, and quite easy to get disappointed. I just quite like the process of just sitting here and playing and talking. Like I said earlier, it's far better in a meeting, I think, in a meeting environment where people can talk back. I mean, I am obviously looking up at the chat, um, and seeing if people are joining in like you are, which I really appreciate. By the way, it does certainly make it easier when people join in and chat. I tend to find the live streams a little bit lonely sometimes in that respect. Yeah, these near colours. A lot of people are using them. Mixed media type people. There's a lady on YouTube. Well, she's on all the social media, called Katie Moody. She's got some fantastic videos. She uses these a lot. Very, very worth checking her out, actually, because she's got some lovely use of these near colours on her channels, on her socials. But yeah, I'm gradually darkening this, to get some contrast. And of course, the paper isn't traditional watercolor paper. It's certainly not Arches. It's a Fabriano sketchbook, 160 gram. So it's not really for doing this type of work, but hey ho. Oops, didn't wash that quite well enough. But it's all part of the fun. Because once I've done what I want to do with these, which I'm nowhere near yet, I'm going to bolden these colours up. What I'll end up doing is probably getting the Caran d'Ache luminance out. So I have some lovely Caran d'Ache that work well, that would work well with this, to be honest. But I'm not quite finished yet with the neo color. But yeah, I just love making a mess outside the lines. Look. Yeah, chalk and pastels. Yeah, I think you go through phases, don't you, where you find a material and you use it to death on everything, and then something else comes along. I mean, the other day we were in Dublin a little while ago, and I was doing I just started doing a tiny sketch. It was more a composition study, because I had this great photo of. God, see if I can find it. I don't know if I've. Let me just see. Great photo of. Yeah, Katie Moody. Yeah, you know of her, Jan. Yeah, it's fantastic, isn't she? So I'm just going to look for this picture. Yeah, she's very good. So it was a Dublin picture, and it was a horse and carriage outside. Here it is. This is the one. So let me just copy that. Copy. put that on the desktop, and then I'm just going to go to this, add another image. Oops, hang on. That's not right, is it? That's certainly not right. Where is it? I've just put it on here somewhere. Here it is. So this image here, which is gradually going to appear on your screens. So I was just messing about looking at this. Oh, there it is. Hang on. Right, sorry. That's me being a bit of a spanner here. So this image here. So I took that photo on in Dublin a few weeks ago, and I was just looking at the layout of trying to think about how to do a composition, and I ended up, if I can find it, yeah, there it is. So I was on some very flimsy paper. I did put this in on my Substack, but I was just drawing it out to see which part of that image would look good, rather than doing the whole lot with the skyline. So I focused in on, just the horse and carriage really, and getting some of that pub, Oliver St John Gockety, and I ended up getting some charcoals out that I had. So I've got some Derwent charcoal, and I loved it. As you can see, it's all very messy. I haven't fixed it. It's very thin. I really just wanted to see, what the composition was like. But I enjoyed myself so much with the charcoal and the chalk. I had some white chalk as well. Yeah, so the mixed media was very good. So you do tend to, it's very good just to practice with all these different things and just go with whatever takes your fancy. Now, of course, I've lost this image here. Yeah, just go with whatever takes your fancy, really. Just find that. I mean, if you follow my Substack, and I do put quite a lot of stuff up on notes, and I put pictures up like this. I try things. I'll do lives. Can I put an? I don't know if you can on. I don't know if you can on Substack. I mean, by all means, try in the chat, but I don't think it allows for it. But why don't you put it on your Substack? Obviously, you've obviously got a profile, so drop it on a note, and yeah, I'll come and take a look when I jump off of here. It'd be good to see. I follow quite a lot of people. That's all I look at really on Substack. I only look at art and painting and drawing and stuff like that. I tend not to look at politics, and so I'm just looking for another colour here. I tend not to look at politics or or anything else. I literally follow people that create. Um, so yeah, drop it up on the notes. So these ferns I didn't really put in, but I'm putting them in now. Okay. So what I'm going to do, I've been on here. I've been on here quite a while, and I appreciate people joining. I'm just gonna see if I can have a look at your profile, Alessandro. Yeah, here we go. Yeah, drop it on a note. So I'm on your profile at the moment. Oh, you're not a newbie here then. 4,800 subscribers. Yeah, some lovely work there. I'm just looking at your horse picture. Is that a squid? One day ago, is that oh yeah, giant squid. Yes, yeah, some lovely work there. They probably won't be very subtle for too much longer, Jan. I'm going to layer them up. It's all just got a little bit too wet at the moment, but I'm just messing about with my neocolours and my luminance, all the Caran d'Ache stuff really, and yeah, it's I do love playing with these. They really do. They do calm the soul. these these luminants. But the good thing is you can wet them down. The bad thing is I'm only doing it in a sketchbook. I perhaps should have got some better paper, but I don't mind. I just like to play. Sometimes I repeat. Sometimes I repeat these things, on a larger sheet, and I'll do a more finished piece. So I'm quite liking hot press. So this was one I did, on proper hot press paper of Dublin. But I tend to find I'll start something in this sketchbook. I mean, I'm trying to finish this sketchbook as well. To be fair, I'm nearing the back of it, so I've literally got this double spread here, and then one more double spread and the back page. So yeah, I'm approaching the end of this sketchbook, so I'm wanting to fill it up. This was the one from Eden as well the other day. I started this one while I was there. You won't be brave enough. Yeah, Jan, you just got to get on and make the mess. I mean, the worst that can happen is it looks like it's an ugly piece of work, and who cares? I don't. I don't care. You don't care. You don't care if I create ugly work, do you? I don't care if I create ugly work. Um, it's the only way you'll. It's the only way you'll figure stuff out is to play, and don't be afraid to make a mess. Um, it does take some doing, having that freedom not to worry about what people think. And doing it live, definitely, it is a mindset thing. You do have to have some constitution, but once you crack that, um, once you crack that mindset, it's very liberating. You just get on and do it. Nobody. I mean, it does take some while to get to that stage, I think. And even then, you'll hear people write about it and um, do newsletters about it on Substack. Yeah, just feel the fear and do it anyway. And then if you don't like it, you don't have to show it. You can show it. I show some ugly stuff as well. There was one the other day where I was doing a live sketching. I was just sketching some stuff on my desk. A plug, I think. Thanks, Alessandro, for being here. I just had a look at your Substack. You've got some lovely pieces there. So it's really good, really nice work. I'll probably end up clicking on subscribe and following you. Mind you, it's all in Italian, so I can't really understand what you're going on about. I'm afraid, but I do like to look at pictures as well. So yeah, I'm sure our paths will cross maybe again. But I will have a look around. I will have a look around your Substack, definitely. Um, I've just got these Caran d'Ache. Just got this Caran d'Ache luminance out, because I can't get the fineness of what I'm trying to do with those neo colors. But I do intend to use these a little bit more. Anyway, look, I'm gonna stop this live, and I don't know how long I've been on really. I don't know if I'll post it up. I don't know if people want to look at this again. It's a long watch. Sometimes it's nice just to be in the moment and um, rather than look back over these. Let's see how this green. Let's see how this green comes out. I haven't really put these Caran d'Ache, all these colours through their paces. But this picture seemed to be the perfect seemed to be the perfect, what's the word I'm looking for? Perfect photo for trying this very thing with all these bright colours. Like I say, it was very inspirational being there. Take a look at the video. Take a look at my post, Eden into Eden. Oh, I'm liking this colour here. This brighter green. Yeah, what's this one? This is called grass green. Grass green. But yeah, it's just about I think I said at the beginning, I'm just trying to build this up subtly, build up layers, see where it takes me. It might become overworked. I don't mind. It's a sketchbook. This isn't going up in the Louvre, mind you. If it does, it will get nicked, I'm sure. But yeah, it's not going up in the Louvre, is it? So I can feel when I've got more depth to this, I can feel some big splashes coming on here. Hey, saluti a tutti e buono lavoro. Did I say that okay? Saluti a tutti e buon lavoro. I'm doing my best here. I'm doing my best. We've got to show that, haven't we? Time to lunch. Tutti e buon lavoro. Thanks for joining, Alessandro, and thanks for your input. You'll see me pop up on your Substack, I'm sure, at some point. Oh, you're just being too kind, aren't you? Really? Come on, I don't mind you telling me it was rubbish pronunciation. I can take it. I'm a big boy. See, these neo colours are a great way of just putting a bit of tinge on, bit of tinge of green like that. This leaf here, it's got a dark side on it. So all I'm going to do is just put a bit of this sepia, put a bit of sepia there, and then get a tiny bit of water and just dampen it down a little bit. Nice to see you anyway. Thanks for joining in, and thanks for being so interactive. I do like the interaction. Tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to put some green splatter on. Yeah, take care of yourself. Thank you. Ciao. Ciao Bella. Bellissimo. Right, okay, so this finished piece, which is obviously going to happen at some point, will appear in my feed, or it will appear in a newsletter at some point, or it will be in my gallery if I like it enough. And but yeah, it's getting there. Started off very lightly with pencil, went over with some pen, put some very light, delicate colour on, and then gradually building up the layers. It's all a little bit wet at the moment, so I'm going to let that dry and see how it goes, and then I'll probably start coming in with some luminance and back to some of the neocolours and watercolour and some pen, yeah, and gradually just build it up. I've got to be conscious that the paper is only 160 grams, so you do have to, treat it with a little bit of respect. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed all that. Anyone that's still here, I'd recommend you checking out. So I joined a live stream with the Sketchbook Games, Sitler Flores and Emma Carpendale at the Creative Flock. So I do like the live streams, and I just joined in with this. They were doing a study of Egon Schiele, and yeah, I joined in the live stream. It was free for everyone, which I like. I like free. So go and check them out. Emma Carpendale at the Creative Flock, and Sitler Flores at the Sketchbook Games. So another couple there for you to follow. But thank you, everyone. That's work in progress. So thanks, Jan. Thanks, Jan C. Thanks, Alessandro. There's a few others here I think might be lurking. Kelly, I don't know if he's still here. Kelly and B and Matthew Murray. I don't know if you're still on, but if you are, then thanks for joining, and hopefully you'll all subscribe if you're not already, and see you all soon. Cheers, guys. Thank you. Just need to end this.